Check this out, Commanders. Another round of news here on the channel with more updates from the Washington Commanders. Next, let's go for another round of news from the Commanders. Always fast, objective, and very up-to-date with the team. If you're new, subscribe, daily videos so you don't miss anything, and strengthen with the like button. Hit the like button on the video so I can continue with the channel. Some people are losing spot on the roster. The reality of the NFL is cruel. After a historic season, the Washington Commanders can't afford to be complacent. GM Adam Peters isn't messing around and has already made it clear. If you don't perform, you're out. And there are players with the rope around their necks. Could any important names be cut? The Peters era. If you don't follow up, you'll be left behind. The Washington Commanders took a giant leap forward in 2024. A memorable season, an impressive campaign, and a team that has finally regained respect in the NFL. But here's the problem. The hardest part is not getting to the top, but staying there. And Adam Peters knows this better than anyone. He doesn't just want to maintain the level. He wants to improve even more. He wants a team capable of fighting for the Super Bowl. And to do this, he didn't hesitate to make changes to the roster. He traded for Deebo Samuel and Laramie Tunsil, two key players. He kept key players from last season. He brought in veterans with short contracts and clear objectives. Peters' message is very clear. Only those who really add to the team stay. And that means one very important thing. Some players simply won't have room. Who's in danger? And here comes the part that no one wants to hear. There are players whose days on a roster are numbered. And one of the names most at risk is Dominique. The safety was a 6th-round pick, but he barely saw the field in 2024. And now his situation has only gotten worse. The Commanders reinforced the position with Will Harris, in addition to already having Quan Martin, Percy Butler, Tyler Owens, and Jeremy Reeves. With this scenario, does Hampton have any chance of staying on the roster? Maybe a transition to linebacker could save him. But even then, the space there is also getting smaller and smaller. Bobby Wagner is back and continues to be a leader in the sector. Frankie Louvu has been a monster on the field and is not going anywhere. Jordan McGee has enormous potential, and the team is betting a lot on him. And there is still the draft coming up. If the Commanders pick another linebacker, Hampton could say goodbye before even the preseason. Other players who could be left. But Hampton is not the only one at risk. With the arrival of new players, other veterans may have their days numbered. Could any wide receivers lose their spot with the arrival of Deebo Samuel? Could the offensive line reinforcements force veterans to be sidelined? What would you do in Adam Peters' shoes? The Washington Commanders are in one of the most dynamic situations in the NFL, and Adam Peters won't hesitate to make tough decisions to keep the team competitive. Who do you think should be cut? Could any unexpected names be floated before the season starts? Let's do it. Continuing with the updates. The Washington Commanders shut down the league in 2024. A team that was a laughingstock has turned into a 12-win powerhouse and NFC finalist. But now comes the real challenge. Maintain that level or fall back into mediocrity. With Jayden Daniels at the helm, Dan Quinn on the sideline, and new heavy reinforcements, the team seems ready for another leap. But what if I told you that the Commanders might not even win 9 games this year? According to ESPN, Washington could fall to a record of just 8 wins and 9 losses. Does this prediction make sense? Or are they underestimating the Commanders again? The expectations are different now. Last year, the Commanders came out of nowhere and surprised everyone. Daniels had a historic debut. The defense dominated. The team went head-to-head with the NFC elite and almost made it to the Super Bowl. But now the story has changed. No one will underestimate Washington anymore. All opponents will take the field ready to take down this new contender. And that means one thing. The road has gotten even tougher, and ESPN is already throwing cold water on the team. They don't believe the team will repeat its success from 2024. The predicted total number of wins in Vegas is 10.5, but analyst Mike Clay doesn't see the Commanders even reaching that. For him, the right number is 8.5. What could go wrong? The surprise is over. Last year, Washington played without pressure. Now, everyone will come prepared. Is the team stronger or not? The Commanders didn't sit still this offseason. On the contrary, they doubled down. Deebo Samuel arrived to transform the offense into an unstoppable machine. Laramie Tunsil will protect Daniels like a true human shield. The team maintained its base and reinforced its weak points. And most importantly, Daniels now has even more weapons. Last year, he's shown even without a great cast around him. Now, with Deebo on offense, who will hold this team together? Is ESPN right in predicting a decline? Or is Washington about to shock the NFL again and fight for the Super Bowl? The only certainty is that the Commanders cannot get complacent. The NFL is unforgiving. If the team doesn't keep improving, the hype will fade quickly. Comment below and let's heat up this discussion. Attention everyone. To close the updates, Jonathan Allen fired. The heart of the Commanders' defense was ripped out of the team, and now he's in a new home. And the worst part? He's excited about it. Is this a sign that Washington is making a big mistake? Or is Adam Peters playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers? Let's talk about it now. 8 seasons, 2 Pro Bowls, a fundamental piece of the Commanders' defense. And suddenly, goodbye. Jonathan Allen wasn't part of the new front office's plan. But why? What led the franchise to let go of a proven leader? A big mistake or a masterstroke? After being cut, Allen quickly found a new home, Minnesota Vikings. Now, he joins former Commanders offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell. Coincidence? Or a slap in the face for Washington? On the Rich Eisen show, Allen was clear they had a path they wanted to take, and I wasn't part of it. This begs the question, did Washington make a mistake? The team gambled big on 2024 draft pick Jayden Johnny Newton, but was trading a seasoned veteran for a promising youngster worth it? Or did the Commanders just give up a defensive cornerstone to gamble on the unknown? Jonathan Allen was a defensive staple, but the new regime is making bold bets. Will this decision put Washington on the right path? Or will we look back and see this as the beginning of another historic mistake? Nation, did the Commanders get it right, or did they shoot themselves in the foot? Don't forget to join the debate. Leave a comment. So Nation, did you like the video? Leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It's very important that we're together. Thank you for everything. And let's go Washington Commanders.